Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you the products that I've absolutely loved for the month of December. There are quite a few. I actually have them all in this little cheetah box right in front of me so that it makes it really easy to just pull from. And I can't believe that the month went by so quickly. Like Christmas was here, New Year's Eve was here, and now it's January. But you know what? I'm not mad at it because January is my favorite month. It's actually my birthday month. I turned 24 on the 24th, so I'm super excited about that. And you guys will most likely be seeing some birthday looks and a whole bunch of other stuff because I really want to commit myself to this channel a little bit more and making sure to give you guys some quality content. Without further ado, if you want to find out what products I've been loving for the month of December, just keep on watching. So in front of me I have a ton of products, and the first one that I want to talk about is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in NC42. This is such a beautiful foundation. It gives me the best coverage and the best color match. So I highly recommend it if you haven't already gotten your hands on it. It's very easily accessible. Like, you can find it at a MAC store or a MAC counter. You don't have to worry about only being able to see it online, which I find that a lot of these makeup brands are starting to do that, and it's really hard to, you know, find your best color match or like return it. So this is just a tried and true, and I absolutely love it. Again, I'm wearing it and I'm obsessed. The next product that I have on my list is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Medium. Now, I actually don't use this under my eyes. I use this as an eyelid primer, and it works phenomenally because it cancels out any veins that I might have, any discoloration. Like, you know, sometimes you need that to brighten you up, and I feel like it really makes a difference, and I've definitely heard some great feedback with that. I do use a Real Techniques brush just to buff it out, like so. And then I use a cream eyeshadow to set that in place. Now, I find that this gives me the best eyeshadow application. Like, the colors are just more vibrant, and just overall really, really great. So I highly recommend it if you haven't already tried it. For cream contour, I've been really obsessed with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Deep. This is really beautiful as well. The only thing is you have to use a very, very small amount, or just, like, you know, apply it in layers, because if you put too much on from the beginning, you're gonna have a really hard time blending it. But if you apply a little bit and it blends out really beautifully, it just ends up looking amazingly. It's not too rich, it's not too dark. If you're of a similar complexion to my skin, you are going to love it as well, and it's only $6, so you cannot go wrong. To set everything in place, I use the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder in the loose formula. This is phenomenal. I don't know why I stopped using it. This is now like a new fave. I started using it in the beginning of the month. I had a wedding, like a bridal party that I had to do their makeup for, and I used this to set everything in place, and they looked phenomenal. And then I was like, well, why am I not using it? So when I did, I was shook, and it's so finely milled, like you can't see it, and it doesn't give me a white cast if you don't use a lot. So you don't want to like bake with this, you just want to set everything in place. So it's such a beautiful powder. Highly recommend it. And to apply this powder, I use the Sephora Collection Pro Airbrush in the number 55, and it works really beautifully. I just like buff it into the skin. I know I've used this for liquid foundation, but you know, you can use it for multiple things, and I've started using it for powder instead. For foundation powder, I've been really loving the ProFinish powder foundation from Makeup Forever. I loved it so much that I actually hit pan on it. Like, it was my everyday foundation for the days that I just went to work and I wanted to, like, kind of, you know, maybe it was too early in the morning to do anything, and I would just dust some of this on and call it a day. I clearly need to buy a new one because this is like unacceptable, but that just shows you how much I used it. I am using the shade 163, and it was a perfect match, and it's very comparable to the MAC powder, but I feel like it's a little bit less full coverage, so it's just perfect for those no makeup days. So definitely check it out. For bronzer, I wanted to also give the Give Me Sun bronzer a break, so I picked up the Delphic Studio Sculpt Defining Bronzing Powder by MAC. This was something that I purchased during the summertime, but I like saw it in my collection and I was like, oh yeah, I haven't used that in a while, and I'm so glad I started using it again. I've actually really enjoyed using it with this Morphe E59 brush because I feel like it just gives me the best bronzing application, and it's a dream come true. It's like Give Me Sun, but a little bit warmer and like deeper, so I feel like it shows up a little better on my skin, and I'm all here for it, you know. Like the winter, it made me a little bit paler than I usually am, and it just makes me feel more alive. For blush, I have two drugstore options, and they are the Wet n Wild's Mellow Wine blush. This you guys have seen me use in a couple of my videos, and it's so pretty. It's perfect for every day. One thing is that you have to be very careful with how much you apply, because if you apply too much, it can get hard to blend. So you barely want to like dip your brush in there, and you're gonna have enough for your both cheeks. So just be sparing when using this, because if not, you're gonna end up looking like a clown, and we don't want clown cheeks. Maybe you do, but I don't think most of us do. The next shade of blush is by Milani. It's in the shade Bellissimo Bronze, and it's so gorgeous. It gives you that like healthy sun-kissed look, and in the winter we just need a little bit of extra glow. So if you don't really want to put on a highlight and you just want to put on some bronzer and blush and head out the door, this is the perfect blush. It also works really beautifully on deeper complexions because it illuminates the skin, and the formula, like, you cannot go wrong with it. It is phenomenal. For highlighters this month, I've tried a ton of them, but the one that really stood out to me the most was Double Gleam by MAC. It is an extra dimension skin finish, and it is so gorgeous. As you can see, it's not really gold and it's not really champagne. Like, it's a beige highlight, and it just stands out so beautifully, but it's not too light on the skin. So I use this as a topper, and I'm going to swatch it here for you guys so you can see how pretty it is. And because it is a skin finish, I find that it blends really nicely and it doesn't look chunky on the skin. I actually have it on right now. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like blinding but not blinding, and that's the kind of highlight that I like. To round up my complexion products, I'm just going to give another honorable mention to the Peach Blur by TooFaced. I cannot get enough of this. It's so good. I keep it in my little makeup bag every single day because it just is there for me. It blurs out any pores. It's not like super noticeable, but I can definitely tell when I don't wear it, and I'm in love. I will definitely be purchasing it over and over and over again until I like completely run out, you know. But it's so good. So if you haven't already tried it, give it a shot. You may really enjoy it as well, especially if you have textured skin like myself. Moving on to the eyes, I have recently been enjoying the Makeup Forever ink liner. It's a matte liquid liner, and it's in the shade Black. I think they have a couple other ones, but I'm not really sure. It is one of the blackest eyeliners that you will ever find. And I started using this eyeliner because I couldn't find the NYX one in my collection. Like, my makeup can sometimes get a little crazy, and even though I have like 2 of those, I couldn't find it. But when I started reusing this one, I was like, wow, it's so pigmented. I also have it on my eyes, and like my wings could literally like cut someone, you know. They're so sharp and so pigmented, so I highly recommend it, and it dries really quickly. The only downside to this is that it's not waterproof, so be mindful of that, but other than it not being waterproof, it's really beautiful. Another eye product that I've been really enjoying is the NYX Glitter Primer. This has been so clutch for some of my recent tutorials that I've put up, because, you know, December is a month of just like being super glam, and this little guy has just held it down. It keeps all of my glitter in place, and it allows there to be less fallout than usual, so I highly recommend it. And again, I've mentioned it before, but this one is better in my opinion than the TooFaced one, and it's cheaper, so save your money, girl. Save it. 2018 was saving more money. And we're still dropping things as well. That's okay. For eyeshadow, there's one palette that really stood out to me, and it's the Dose of Colors Baked Browns. I've abused this this light color. This is the one that I use to set my concealer with, and then I use this in the crease all the time. I actually have these 2 shades in my eyes right now, and then this makes such a pretty like liner color. All of these are phenomenal. Like, if you are traveling and you just need one eyeshadow palette to take with you, this is the one to go with. For lashes, I have two different ones that I've been obsessed with. The first one is going to be the ones that I'm wearing right now, and it's the Nubounsom Dragon Lee Minis. I haven't tried the Dragon Lee original ones, but I feel like those were just too big and I didn't want to go too dramatic. But these are just so fluffy, so wispy, and they had a sale, so I had to pick them up. But these were just, oh, I love them so much. These I know I'm going to be wearing for my birthday. Like, you know when you have to choose like the right lash for your birthday? These are it. Another lash that I've really enjoyed this month is the Koko lash in Madame Wispy. So that's the name. Let me see if I can focus in. And this is what they look like. They're super fluffy and very natural looking. They just like widen your eyes, but they still look, you know, appropriate for every day. So I do really enjoy these on the days when I don't want to be like super extra, but I want to be a little bit more extra than usual. So this is a perfect in-between lash. To apply those lashes, I use the Duo Dark Glue. It's the one with the brush on tip. It's not the squeezy bottle. I feel like this is much easier and it dries really quickly so that I can apply them like nothing, and it's not hard to take off. I feel like the House of Lashes glue is really nice, but it can get hard to take off, and this one, because it's dark, if I feel like my lash is about to fall off, or not fall off, but maybe like it didn't adhere as well on the inner corner, I can just put a little bit of this on and I have no issues. And I keep this in my purse whenever I do put lashes on. In December, the color switch by Vera and Sephora was super clutch. There were eyeshadow looks that I did with one brush, and I didn't have to worry about like one color getting into the other, because I would just grab my eyeshadow brush and just swirl it in here, and without any issues it would be perfect for the next color. I could go from a dark color to a light color and vice versa without feeling like I was gonna mess up the look. If you are a makeup artist, if you are like doing freelance and such, or even if you just have like very minimal brushes, this is a perfect tool for you. I highly recommend it, and I think it's really affordable too for what it does. So if you haven't already gotten it, definitely get it. Last but not least, I wanted to mention my favorite lip products for this month. I narrowed it down to 4 because I was using them all throughout the month. The first one, or the first two I should say, are the lip liner and a lipstick by Patrick Starr in the shade Mahogany. I'll swatch it for you guys. So rich. And the lipstick in the shade Mama Star. Such a beautiful shade. I actually have both of the colors on my lips right now, and on top of that I used the lip gloss by I Love Sarai and Colourpop in the shade Atole. This is so bomb, guys. Like, look, I'm gonna apply a little bit. It's so good. It's this really beautiful, you guys, my camera cut me off. Yeah. But I was just wrapping up talking about this lip gloss. It's so good if you haven't gotten your hands on it. I know it was part of the holiday collection that she launched with Colourpop. But yeah, it's phenomenal. I have no words. So good. So good. Throw that gently into the basket. And last but certainly not least, I have NYX Nude. I'm gonna go over it again because, again, the camera cut me off. But yeah, NYX Nude is so pretty. It looks like this. I wore it in my New Year's Eve tutorial and I got so many compliments from it. But I don't know, I was like, I've had it for a while and I don't know why I was so scared to use it. But it's gorgeous, and I'm sure that it would also look really beautiful with the Mahogany lip liner. Ugh, cannot wait to try that combination out next. So there you have it. Those were my favorites for the month of December. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and a lot of products that I just absolutely had to share. If you have any products that you want to let me know about, leave those in the comment section below. And if you have any suggestions on videos that you want to see for future months, or you know, throughout the year, let me know. I would love to create videos for you. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe so you can be part of our little family here. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. So in front of me, the tons of products can either not I don't know what I'm saying. Try that again. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. No. Just that prouder look with Nikki Tutorial. Maybe in the future.